The funeral. Oh, good. Oh, good. Mark the 21st of this month on your calendars for one day only. Watch the world-famous Fighter 5 as they scream across the sky. Witness death-defying feats of the flying in a display unlike you've never seen. Guaranteed to blow you away. Don't miss it.
Anne, I just got off the phone with Mom. She told me about Grandma Joe. I know we expected it sooner rather than later, but this is hitting me so much harder than when Granddad died last year. Do you remember going to Grandma Joe's house after school on Wednesdays and playing until Mom got off work? How Grandma Joe always had a surprise for us? Even if it was just cookies in the oven, she'd always time it so the whole house would smell like them when we got there. I hope the minister captures those little moments because they don't seem as little now. I wish the circumstances were different, but it will still be good to see you at the funeral. What am I saying? You probably won't even get this until after the funeral. I guess I just needed to write anyway. Love, Linda.
Hold in there, Linda. I definitely know we're helping you this week. Dan, big news. Got a call from the Brackett Brooks in Eugene, and they want to do a reading from Windsong. Maybe even some Q&A, some book signings, all that good stuff. I think you should do it. In fact, I'm going to be pretty pissed off if you don't. Brackett is a big outlet, so if this goes well, orders for the new book will definitely go up. I don't need to remind you how long it's been since Tramer's Way came out. If you don't keep your name out there, no one will even notice when you finish your new book, whatever it's called. Hell, speaking of the new one, why don't you read some of it too? Maybe the second chapter you sent me last month. That one was pretty good. Brackett's Books, Eugene, the 21st. See you there. Oh, shit, I see how this is conflicting already. You know the long game, right? Nailing this one could mean a bigger advance on the next book. I already see how this is going bad. There are so many people here. Oh, jeez. Don't do that again, kid, please. Where is it in the kitchen? No. There it is.
Is she in heaven?
I'm sure she is, honey.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. More sad pictures? Really, kid? Oh, God! You were right!
I bet I can find you.
Oh! Did he get away?
I'm gonna find you next time.
Tommy started looking for you, but now he's become suspicious. If he spots you again, he'll become spooked, and you won't be able to find a compromise. Alright, noted. That was my fault. I did not know he would literally turn around the moment that I touched him. Nothing. Oh, hello.
Oh, no. Joe's funeral's the same day as the signing in Eugene, and Paul says they can't move it. He'll understand if I bail because he knows Linda, but Grofield is a different story. They won't give a damn why I missed it. They'll just get a memo and put it in a spreadsheet somewhere and write me off just a little bit more. And it's not just the timing. If I do the reading, I've got to get that chapter in shape. It's not even remotely ready for anyone to see it. Can't worry about what Paul says. He's my agent. He's supposed to stroke me. And what about Tommy?
You know what? Tommy needs to learn to deal. Yeah. How do I get from room to room? That's my question. There we go.
How's my little man?
Fine, Dad.
Anybody home?
Most of you here knew my grandmother. For those who didn't, I truly wish you had. She was an example for all of us. Her warmth, her caring, and her smile were impossible to forget. It's still hard for me to believe she's gone. Without her, the world is...
Jeez. You are taking that real hard. We're gonna help you out. You are first on our agenda. I promise.
Hi, honey. Hey, Mommy.
Man, she is so sad. She's even sad to the kid. I think I've found just about everything except for that picture right there, which you just saw. Get up those staircases. Please. Please and thank you. Astronaut, or maybe that's the pilot. Alright. I think I have everyone. Now let's go see if we can help you, because you are on the top of the list of things that need to be helped. Keep it together for Tommy. Oh, right here. Hello.
Stared at a blank canvas again today. Got a few strokes in, but I don't like any of them, and I'll probably paint over them tomorrow. It's so frustrating going into that room every day and trying to keep working. It's easy to get out of the house for errands or go for a hike, but none of that helps the work as much as being around other artists. I'm not gonna give up. Maybe I can use this feeling in my new piece. Definitely. I'll try that out tomorrow.
Well, at least that was more optimistic than the rest of the issues that you're having. I want to go up there. Thank you. Oh, this doesn't look good. Yeah, there's nothing good about that. Let's help you out right now. Please don't look at me. He needs to call and buy a ticket if he's coming to the funeral. Alright. Alright, so that's the first thing I gotta do. I think I looked at this. So let's talk to the other people or read their thoughts or whatever. Probably in this room. The magazine says they're gonna be... Yep. Sorry, kid. We got funerals to do. Sometimes you just gotta do that. Afford to miss it. What does that mean? Excuse me. Let me invade your thoughts. Where? There you are. Whoosh.
Just got back from town with the latest issue. Flipped to the back and there it was. My book in the up next column. Stared at it for 5 minutes. Feeling in my stomach was not pleasant. But now it's out there. It's terrifying and irreversible. Maybe I should have placed a full ad. But even like this, the book is out there. Thousands of people are going to read that list. To them, the book is exactly what they want it to be. Some finished, beautiful thing. If only they could see it right now. A bunch of jigsaw pieces on the floor. And I've got to put them all together. Fast.
I'll get it. Just keep your head on straight. Where is this coming from? That is definitely downstairs. There it is. Oh no.
Just be here for me. Just be here for me.
Lynn, I'm so sorry. Tell me what I can do.
Alright. Oh yeah, I need to read your thoughts. Just serious work on that chapter first. Yes. But first, we're going to help Linda. Linda needs everything. What do you need? What do I say? What do you need? To call and buy the ticket. Alright. Phone. Where the hell is a phone? Phone. Oh, note. Call Paul first thing tomorrow morning. Any possible way to move it. Is this thing announced yet? Choose Linda's resolution. Let's do it. Oh, there's a note right there. Anything else? Anything? Nothing. What you got? From the desk of Harold Baxter, January 22nd, 1948. A final entry before I depart. The bank would no doubt prevent me from purchasing the house due to the inherent conflict of interest, but given its history of frequent ownership changes, I feel confident that the mortgage department will be glad to have the property off their hands. I believe I can set up a trust or perhaps a shell company and convince Mr. Lowry that we must part with the property for less than market value. I feel certain I can appeal to his conservative nature. I believe it will prove to be a shrewd investment as a rental property, and I think I now understand why people do not stay for the extended periods. I find myself unable to describe the feeling precisely, but in my time here, I have found my mind drifting in strange ways, as if it is not always my own. But the natural beauty is undeniable. Perhaps shorter visits are a wiser use of the property. Yes, I believe that's a fine idea indeed. That makes me seem really creepy. I don't like it. I didn't check that room. There was probably a clue there that I missed. What did Dan need? He serious work on the first chapters. Here we go. Sorry, kid, you're getting the short end of the stick again. Parent problems come first. Dan couldn't bear the thought of Linda going to the funeral alone, so he bought a ticket and flew to Denver with her. The funeral was hard for Linda, but having Dan there made it easier to bear. They stayed up late in the night of the funeral as Linda told Dan stories about Grandma Jo, and they talked about maybe being grandparents themselves one day. Dan talked to Paul in a compromise. He would work on the chapter and send it to Paul as soon as he could. Then Paul would try to talk to Brackett into including an excerpt in their quarterly in-store preview. It wouldn't have been the same impact as a personal appearance, but would still be awareness and stuff. Tommy. Dad told Tommy that he wouldn't be able to go to the show. Tommy had been crying fit and tried to tear up a magazine. It worried his parents. He hadn't thrown a fit like that in almost a year. It was exactly the kind of thing they'd hoped to avoid by spending time in the summer in a quiet, peaceful place. So a kid throws a temper tantrum. It happens sometimes. Just relax. And that's how the Kaplan's first month at a house on the cliff came to an end. Dan sent what he had so far to Paul. It went badly. Dan knew the work wasn't very good, and Paul echoed that judgment. He promised to keep the news from Grosefield for the time being, but told Dan that without a major improvement in quality, the book might not be publishable. Ouch. The next day, Dan made good on a promise to take Tommy into the woods and look for arrowheads, though he barely had time. Tommy could tell his father was disinterested, but once he found an arrowhead, his spirits improved a bit. Dan waited while Tommy explored, but didn't join in. And shortly after, Tommy found the long arrowhead and returned home. It's so hard to read so fast. A few nights later, Dan and Linda got a babysitter and drove into town for a date. Dan surprised Linda by giving her a necklace he'd snuck into town to buy the day before, and Linda surprised him back when she gave him a watch he'd had his eye on. When they got home and crept upstairs, made sure Tommy was asleep, and they made love, like it was their wedding night all over again. They still had 2 more months on the coast, and their story was just beginning. Full house. Someone has turned off a few lights in the house. Lights that have been turned off cannot be possessed. Interesting. So we turned into a stealth game. I got it. Guy, probably not expecting to hear from me, were you? You know I'm all about surprises. Who the fuck addresses someone just as Guy? Nothing else, just Guy. Look, we're going to head up the coast next weekend. We're doing the drive from LA to Seattle. I have an interview up there on Tuesday, and Kelly has a friend who's going to introduce her to some casting people from Vancouver. Can we crash at your place on the way up? We should be pulling through next Friday. I was thinking we could use it as an excuse to jam on our books. I want to see your new stuff, and I have a draft I want you to take a look at. I'm way beyond knowing what's good or not with my work, so I could really use your advice. And, you know, I'll give it straight about your book. Yeah. Anyway, I think it'd be fun. Let me know. I can't talk in my letters. T. Interesting, I say. I don't see any turned off lights yet, so that's good. Honey, I'm sorry it's been so long since my last letter. But we've been all over the place. Have you gotten settled in the new big house yet? I hope getting away from everything has been a help for you and Dan. I'm writing because, speaking of getting away, your father and I are going to be taking a road trip. I found some good AARP deals, and with your father only working part-time, it wasn't very hard to arrange time off. It's been too long since our last trip. I've always enjoyed changes of scenery, and as you're hopefully learning, it can be just the thing a marriage needs. Lord knows it's helped us. The trip won't take us close enough to the shore to come visit, I'm sorry to say, and if you write back, we'll be gone before your letter arrives. We'll call if one of our motels has long distance, but if we don't get a chance to call, send my love to Dan and Thomas. You know your father and I want the best for you all. Love, Mom. Well, thanks, Mom of Linda. Oh dear. Oh, nope. Saw nothing. You saw nothing. Alright. Let's inspect your memories. What is on your mind? You had a good first month, I'm not gonna lie.
I thought Tommy was sleeping with us.
I'm checking to see if this is a fold-out.
Oh my goodness, it was just like your wedding night. Don't whine. You had a great time. Whoosh. Oh god, I'm just bouncing everywhere.
We just got back from the funeral. It was even harder than I expected, but it was moving to see just how many people loved Grandma Jo. She really was a special woman. Dan was there every step of the way, even though we got in a lot of trouble for missing that book signing. I don't think it's fair how mad they got at him about that. It was a funeral. But I guess that doesn't count for much in the business world.
Let's get out of here. Whoop. Hope we didn't wake up Tommy last night. Oh. Oh my. Can you please paint for just a second? Check sofa, call Chamber of Commerce, hotels in town, double check T&K trip when Dad gets back. What do you want? Wash that ugly sweater Mom and Dad gave me so they can see me wearing it. I don't think that is the largest concern we have right now. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Well, let's go check their bedroom because I don't think anyone's there. What is this? Oh, those shoes. They moved.
Good news. Mom called today with a change of plans. They made better time on the first leg of the trip than they expected, and they're coming to visit. Bad news, they want to come this weekend. Did Dan tell Tynan they could stay here for sure, or is that still up in the air? I'll ask after dinner. She sounded cheerful enough on the phone, though I can't help wondering if they took this trip because they hit another rough patch. I hope not. I hope they just want to see Tommy and have a classic Mears family feast, though maybe seeing how they've ended up will be good perspective for Dan and me. Speaking of which, Dad better not get nosy. I've told him 1,000,000 times that my marriage is not his business. Maybe I'll try the thing Christine told me. When someone asks you something private, just say, "Why do you ask?" Put it back on them and see if they've actually got a reason to get into your business. Yeah, I've got to remember to try that. We'll see how he answers that one.
You know what? I definitely don't want to do anything about that because they don't belong here. Didn't want to bother you while you were working, but didn't want to forget again. Been meaning to ask, have you found any ponds on your hikes? Creeks, no rush, just curious. That is an interesting concern. No, that is the ugly sweater. I don't want anything to do with the ugly sweater. I talked to Davey's parents, and they're okay with him sleeping over. They said they'd take care of Tommy some weekend in return. I know the timing isn't great, but maybe we can work something out. Let's talk when you get up. Why? Is it just for sleepover's sake, or do you have other problems going on? Alright, what do you want, buddy? Where are you going? Let's look at your memories.
You get sleep with us.
What about Tommy?
You get sleep with us.
Okay. Okay, you want to get him out because there's just going to be tons of people in the house. That is understandable. And I definitely want to help that out. I don't care about your damn sweater.
Paul was mad, but he understood. It helped that I threw him a bone with the quarterly idea. I think it appealed to his competitive nature. He said he wasn't sure it would work, but I knew he was sandbagging. He probably took it as a personal challenge and called Brackett to pitch the idea as soon as we hung up.
I'm glad that worked out for you. Is there more to look at?
Paul was mad.
No, there is not. Okay. Whoosh. Is there anything in here? I don't think there is. No, I looked in here already. How do I get out of here, though? There we go. It's so hard to get into this room.
I took Tynan up on the book jam. He hasn't seen a word of my new book, and fresh eyes are priceless. He bailed me out on Tramer's Way. I hope he understands how much of that book worked because of him. I still remember when we were walking to the pond, and he had the idea about using newspaper clips and police reports. Of course, no matter how many times I tell interviewers it was his idea, they just keep giving me the credit. Maybe they just want the tidy auteur version. Oh well, can't change that. Let's just hope he has an idea for this one too. Friday can't get here soon enough.
Alright, so you definitely need this. This is important to you. Understood. Read his thoughts. Dan, we have words to share. Fishing poles. Alright, and now I'm helping Tommy exclusively. Always Tommy last, but we're gonna get to it in due time. Do your worst. Keep going. Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah. Alright, there's the frisbees. Yes. What else do you need? Oh, look at them. They watching TV. They gotta have a good time. I'm gonna help you, Tommy. I promise. How many more clues do you need, Tommy? That's the... Whoa. Oh, yeah, I need to look at your memories. That's the thing I gotta do. Excuse me. Alright. What we got here? Hello.
Let me call his mommy.
Can Davy sleep over?
Let me call his mommy.
And let's check... What room? Where is this coming from? Oh, from the painting room. Stop drawing that one picture. Surely you can draw something else. Jeez. Blue sheets. What? You use the blue sheets to make sofa fort. Oh, there's the blue sheets. How the fuck do I get there, though? Hey, oh, you turned the light off. Son of a... Come here. Hey, come here. Man, you are disobedient. Well, you know what? I should not be here. That's what. Alright, you. You want the fishing poles, right? Can I scooch over there without being seen? I don't think so. Hello? Oh, good. You do that. Yes. What do we have to look for this time? The Diary of Claire Bradford, September 5th, 1961. Maybe getting my thoughts down on paper will help. Make a list. That's what Mom always taught me. So, dear diary, here are all the wonderful things about Roger. He's very handsome. He'll soon be working as a lawyer at his father's firm. Though the job is no gift, he worked so hard in college. He might be the only person on earth who loves music as much as me. He especially loves the songs I write him. His family has money, which of course shouldn't matter, but it's nice to feel secure. Who wouldn't want to marry someone like that? That is borderline gold digger, but I accept it. This is 1960s. Things were different. You said, yeah, the blue sheets. That's what you want. I'm sure there's more clues, though. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. September 6th, 1961. I don't know why, but I feel like I can really get my thoughts together here. That's why this entry isn't going to be very fun, but fair is fair. I've already waited a day, and there's no use delaying it any longer. Here are the not-so-wonderful things about Roger. He can be so self-absorbed, especially when he's working on something. No one will ever accuse him of having a great sense of humor. He's so very predictable. Sometimes this makes me feel secure, other times it makes me feel so bored. I wonder if maybe he spends too much time chasing his father and not enough time being his own man. There. Now I feel rotten. I do love him very much. Everyone has their flaws. Are his so bad? I suppose we shall see how that plays out. Let me get these sheets for you, buddy old pal. Oh, alright. I need to talk to Dan. Dan was too excited about getting Terran's feedback to cancel the visit. He found the fishing poles were in great shape, and his friend hit it off like they'd seen it yesterday. Linda told him that they could find a small pond in the woods, and their trip paid off, not only in fresh fish for dinner, but in new ideas for their books as well. Dan knew how important it was for Tommy to play with his friends his age, so he grabbed the sheets and gave Tommy a few tips on the finer points of structural engineering and civil for construction. The extra house guests meant the boys had to keep the noise down and play quietly, which put a damper on some of their fun. Linda never thought she'd be upset about not wearing the hideous sweater her parents had given her last Christmas, but she found herself eyeing it sadly. When her mother called, Linda had to break the news. She heard a hitch in her mother's voice and worried her. She tried to find out if her parents were okay, but her mother made a comment about how much the long distance and stuff. Yeah. Sorry. That was a problem that you were going to have to deal with anyway.